guys, what's up? Today we're at Epcot and it's Festival of the Arts season. Now the Festival of the Arts runs until February 25th. There's live art demonstrations, there's a bunch of merchandise and art you can buy here, and of course it's Epcot, it's a festival, there's food booths. Let's go inside and experience the Festival of the Arts. Actually has a special collar for the Festival of the Arts. You can see that it's all colorful, and his nameplate is actually a palette, and it looks like it was painted on. This is inside the Art of Disney store, and you can see that they have specially branded sketches. They're all a little slightly different, but all of these Festival of the Arts branded sketches show Mickey painting in some way. They're all kind of like different colors, and he has different outfits in them. The Festival of the Arts is this Disney on Broadway concert series, and this is the first year where they're doing a concert every single day of the festival. There is a dining package that you can purchase for priority seating, and the shows happen 5:30, 6:45, and 8 o'clock. Today, Arielle Jacobs and Adam Jacobs will be singing. The Festival of the Arts really recognizes all different kinds of arts. The culinary arts, all the food booths, performance arts are here. Performance artists stand on these different platforms throughout the day and perform. And as I was walking in, there was it looked like a school band or something playing on this stage right here. And then of course you have the more traditional painting and carving and that type of art as well. This is kind of what you can expect to see at the Festival of the Arts, are all these different tents full of various artists' work that you can purchase or simply just walk by and enjoy. I believe Trevor Carlton, who does all the work inside this tent, is actually here, so if the artist is here you can actually get him or her to sign whichever piece you buy. Some of the Festival of the Arts merchandise. This kind of looks like a paint bucket. That's a coffee mug, and it comes with a little spoon that looks like a paintbrush. And here is the special spirit jersey for the festival. It's very colorful, and Figment, kind of the mascot of this festival, is on the front. When you first walk in, everyone's usually rushing to get that first photo op in front of Figment, but my advice is to come into the park and take your photo here, which is, you have the spaceship Earth in the background still, all the flowers and the artwork there. It's still a great photo op and a lot less crowded. I believe this is new this year, is the chalk art that they have, and all the artists are all down here. The neat thing about chalk art is that all these are finished, but it seems like every day they're gonna have people creating new chalk art pieces, so you can kind of like check it out as you're walking in and then check it out again as you're leaving to see the progress. And then these are the ones that are being created today. Looks like some Incredibles.
Let the guests view around her.
Yeah.
That would be like,
yeah. So I don't know yet because we lost. No, we didn't lose a day.
It's outer space type
My
work.
last day is, I think.
And actually, as we're walking towards the festival showplace right there, there's even more chalk art to enjoy. So during this Festival of the Arts, you really are just surrounded by art, which is one of the really neat things about this festival for sure. This is the first festival where the Odyssey Center has been remodeled and opened. It was always kind of a temporary place that they threw up some stuff for each festival, but it's much more polished. It seems fresh and new in here, and it's a great new home for some of these smaller festivals like the Festival of the Arts. This is the passholder Festival of the Arts t-shirt. I really like this design. And you can see inside the Epcot logo, there's all the different art forms that they honor here at the Festival of the Arts. I saw this in the Art of Disney store too. I think it must be for sale. I don't see a price on it, but it's really special because this is the last year for Illuminations, and so it's honored here in this print for the Festival of the Arts. I would have been obsessed with this book as a kid. In fact, I'm kind of obsessed with it now. This is a Pixar pop-up book where all of the Pixar movies are represented in pop-up art. I was worried they weren't going to have a little exhibit right here that they do, because they do have a screen printed t-shirt section where you can choose your design, type of shirt, and your color, and they will screen print it right over here, so you can get a little creative at the Festival of the Arts. But they do still have the exhibit here, and you can kind of learn about what the artists of some of Disney's movies, as well as they also have the parks here, what they were actually inspired by in real life. And they've brought Animation Academy back for Festival of the Arts, and here's all the different times that you can participate. And here is the seminar that we're going to see a little bit later.
I'm currently an artist in Wonderground Gallery. I started working with Wonderground Gallery since 2015, and before that I was working at Disney Interactive Studio making mobile game. I always really loved Grandmother Willow in the movie, and I find out like when I go to like a lot of store merchandises, I rarely saw her, even though I think like she's like a really amazing, powerful character. So that's why I did it. On the solitaire, I was basically an animator, but I did the card design. So the card that it's showing over there is the stuff that I did.
So that was June Kim, who is a Disney Interactive artist as well as a Disney Wonderground Gallery artist. And it was really interesting to hear her talk about the process, her inspirations, and I really love her style, so I'm happy we got to attend that. Just to give you an idea, I got there about, they started letting people in about 15 minutes before the seminar, and it's a Tuesday and it wasn't filled, so I don't know if, you know, a busier weekend day it would fill quicker. So let's start off by saying that I'm a sucker for anything in a bread cone. So this is the lobster mac and cheese in the bread cone. This was at Taste Track, which is right outside Test Track. So let's give it a try. It looks good. It's got some crunchy bits on the top. All right, here we go. First bite. The cone is very crunchy, which is nice. Not getting a whole lot of lobster flavor, and it doesn't taste very cheesy, but there are some obvious pieces of lobster in here, which is nice. For $8, I was hoping that was the case. So let me take a few more bites and we'll see how we like the rest of it. So I'm about halfway done with this, and I will say that there have been pieces of lobster underneath those top pieces, which kind of surprised me and I was happy about. I will say that it is very depressing when you drop pieces of lobster on the ground. My recommendation would be to get a fork and eat the majority of this macaroni and cheese. Honestly, it's not as cheesy as I'd like it to be. It does have somewhat of a smoky flavor. And the crunchy bits on top kind of reminded me of like French fry crumbs, which is kind of weird, but it was good. So I probably wouldn't get this again. I also thought you'd like to know that the macaroni and cheese does go pretty much to the bottom of this cone. And you can even see there's a piece of lobster down in there. So for like a festival sample, it's a pretty hearty, filling dish. So I just did one of the fun photo ops that they have here at the Festival of the Arts. It was the Mona Lisa and the Silent Scream. And just only on the side that the person posing can see, they have an example of what the piece of artwork looks like in case you're not sure. So you can do your best impression of that. I'll put my versions of those paintings in now. One of the cool things about the Festival of the Arts is that all the characters that do meet and greets have paintings based on them. You can see that Doc drew this one, but it's kind of fun to walk around and not only see the characters, but look at their paintings too. This really caught my eye. This is Dave Evanzino's tent here at the Festival of the Arts. I love this Epcot print. I love how it kind of has, you know, the class, each of the areas of the park are kind of represented with a letter, which is really cool. Then the World Showcase underneath. This seems to kind of be his thing. He can make your name out of theme park themed letters, which is really, really cool. He's actually here today. I love his stuff. This is just a print by Greg McAuliffe, but can you imagine how cool the actual one of this would look with all the texturizing that's going on? Man, I would love to see that. Scattered throughout the pavilions for the Festival of the Arts are these new character sketches. I think they're just like stick-on things. So Lumiere is in France, and I'm not sure if they're keeping these up year-round, but they're fun to kind of walk around and find. I think that's kind of my favorite thing about this festival, is just being able to see artists just painting right there in front of you. That was Doug Bali just painting Dumbo right there. That's amazing to me. I love this festival. This is the Pop Artsicle from the Deconstructed booth. Now admittedly it does not look as pretty as the picture, but I was also very thirsty, so that was the deciding factor in me getting this. I'll let you know how it is. Like a true Floridian, I saw that the high today was going to be low to mid 70s, so of course I thought I was going to be freezing. But instead I wore this jacket that I can't really easily take off or tie around my waist. So that was the main driver behind getting that popsicle, deconstructed popsicle, because I'm a little warm today. Nothing special about it. It was just 3 different types of slushies. The blue was like blue raspberry, the white was lemon, and the majority of it was cherry. So nothing special, but it gave me a brain freeze and it cooled me off, so mission accomplished. Here's the progress so far on the paint by number, so let's go do our part to help finish it. Let's go find some 8s to paint. We have 5 squares to do. All done. Those are 5 squares right there. This is what it's gonna look like in the end, and if I had to guess, I think we helped paint this square with the purple figment. So yeah, hopefully it'll be on display somewhere in the park when it's done. I think they did that last year. With a Disney duck in the background, this is the pass holder magnet for the Festival of the Arts. I love that figment's on this one. And just for your information, we picked ours up right there at the port of entry. Although I think there are a couple other locations where you can go to pick it up. We picked ours up right there. The performance artists, the living statues that I mentioned earlier, are out now. And you can see that you can walk up and get your picture with any of them. Alright, so that's it from our first visit to the 2019 Festival of the Arts here at Epcot. It was a great day. The weather was beautiful. I think this is honestly my favorite festival. I love just everywhere you look, there's different art to see. You can just walk into one of the tents and meet the artist, ask them what they were thinking when they made the pieces. Like, it's just such an intimate, cool festival. I really love that this has come back for a couple years now. I don't know if we're gonna make it back this year, but if we do, I definitely want to do Animation Academy, which they brought back for the Festival of the Arts. And I would love to see the visual artist, the artist who goes up on the stage and just creates a painting right in front of you. That sounds really, really cool. But we got our pass holder magnet, we ate some pretty good food, and we got to spend the day walking around Epcot looking at all the different art that's here for the festival. It was a good day. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe and follow us for more around Florida.